What's up, world? It's your boy DJ47. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube page. If you like what you see, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to us as we hit you with new videos every week. 1.
You're now listening to the sounds of KDPG Radio. Keep the party going.
Yeah, once again, it's your boy DJ47. It's the One Shot Deal podcast, and we got another guest in the building. He goes by the name of L.Y. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. That's correct. Okay, so what's going on, my dude?
Man, just quarantining.
Quarantine. Yeah. How you dealing with all that?
I mean, it has its up and downs, but through the process, I'm just writing and grinding and promoting.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna get a little bit more into that details, something like that, about the whole 2020, the artists, quarantine, and all this mayhem that's going on in the world right now and all.
I know, right?
But the first thing first, we want to know about you. We want to start talking about you. We want to get all about you. I hope if you're someone that loves yourself, you're gonna love this interview.
yeah, most definitely, man.
Well, first thing first, I know it got to be initials, right? The LY, like that. So please tell me, what does that stand for?
Basically, I just, thought about a name that's just, close to home. So I felt like, why not use the last 2 letters of my name and just run with it? So Willie, L-Y. Just came along with that.
LY. Where are you from?
Born and raised in Miami, we started off in the hood named Lil Haiti. Then from there, the parents moved us up to El Porto, decent area. Still got to see things because the school where we located at, you got inner city, kids going there. So it's like, though we moved from the hood, I still seen a lot of stuff. And, and also I went back to the hood because I don't want to forget where I came from. I had family in the hood still, so
that's over in Little Haiti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just other hoods. Like I had cousins in the other hoods, so I would always go back to the hoods. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to forget, where you come from.
Yeah.
So that's just how I brought up myself.
Okay. I was thinking LY, maybe NY. That's why I had to ask where you from and all like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's good to clarify things.
Yeah. What era did you grow up in?
Born in '83. So as a kid, I grew up in the '90s era, golden era.
So
music.
But you were born in '83, so you're an '80s baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
'80s baby, but born like I said in '83. So by the time I was like 6, 7, the '90s came along.
Yeah.
So I seen more of the '90s than I did the '80s. You know what I mean?
But you're a little familiar with the '80s and all like that.
Or like towards the late '80s, because when you're like born, you don't remember things.
Yeah, But then you might remember because the question then next I was going to ask you was the fact like what type of lifestyle you live, because I'm 1980. That's when I was born.
Oh, so you got to see a little bit more than I did.
Yeah. And I was from New York, so that 10 years of New York I was living, there's a lot that I remember and all like that, and I take with me to this day. Right. So that's why it was like that's why the question is asking like what type of lifestyle do you live, right, like during the 80s and 90s and all like that,
Yeah.
So what is it? Your lifestyle, did you grow up rich, poor? I don't want to
like I said,
you don't have to say anything.
Like I said, it was best of both worlds. We came from the hood, then we moved to like the good parts, but through the good parts, like I said, the school we went to, you had inner city kids going there, so still got into stuff, and especially me because they felt like, oh, he's not from the hood, not knowing that I came from there originally, so I had to fight a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question.
Yeah. So I was not gonna let nobody just walk over me. Plus, my dad was like, somebody hit you, hit them back. Yeah. And that's why I, grew my heart from elementary. And then, so that's just how I came up.
Well, what's your background?
Well, my parents, them from Haiti, then they came here. And,
that's why when you said, my pop said, if someone hits you, you better hit them back and all like that. Because I'm Haitian too. Yeah. My dad says like, listen, man, I ain't trying to get you in no fights, but if you get in a fight, you better not lose that fight.
No, it's not about losing, it's more like stand up.
Yeah, stand up and stand up to bullies and all like
exactly.
that. That's what's up, man, like that. So as we're talking a little bit about your lifestyle, this is something I like to do on my podcast when I interview artists because I want to get more in detail with them and I want them to share with us. So this is like the segment of the show where I'd be like, LY, can you tell us, me, Peeper's in the building, shout out to Peeper.
Yeah, shout out.
Social media world, YouTube Live, can you tell us a story? An entertaining story about your growing up. Let's start with your childhood, growing up. Can you tell us a certain story that, that can embark in us, that we can laugh, we can cry, we can get angry with, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, here's a good one, man.
Let me hear it. Entertain us.
It kind of deals with, like, anger issues, but, like, in the fun way.
Okay.
But I'm very competitive. So I was playing Mortal Kombat one day, and, man, Goro was, Goro.
Yeah.
The four-arm dude.
Which Mortal Kombat, 1 or 2?
I think this was Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, yeah, because Street Fighter 2 was a killer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Mortal Kombat came out, man, Goro was kicking my ass, like I said, and I'm like, man, I want to get to the last master, which was Shane Song, whatever his name was, and I just kept...
That's the one that kept changing face?
Yeah, him.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I couldn't get to him, and I was like, okay, I started getting frustrated. I'm like, I'm gonna beat Goro ass this time. Man, I had like one more lick to get off of him, and he just came in, rushed fast, and I was so hot and mad. I literally blacked out real quick, and I threw my feet, and where my feet landed was like there was this little, what they call it, like chinas. The things that island parents have in their house that is a china, it's glass.
Okay.
Yeah, so
something
my
like
feet.
That?
Yeah, something like that. So my feet went through it. Boom, bling.
Damn. So you were playing Mortal Kombat for real?
Pissed me off.
I thought we were talking about a video game. So no, you were actually playing Mortal Kombat. Is what you were doing.
Basically, yeah. So man, it really got me heated. But that's how competitive I am. Like I hate losing.
Yeah.
And I took that like with me wherever I went, whether it be like playing sports. But not like in a like sore loser type of way where I'm gonna fight when I lose.
Yeah.
But like with the game, it was like I had to take my frustration out. So I just bang, and then I got a cut in my leg, started leaking. I'm like, oh my parents gonna come home. I gotta clean this up. So I did that, and yeah. So but ever since then, I think that's where I noticed that I got a competitive spirit inside me.
Yeah.
And I hated losing. You know what I mean?
That is, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is, if you ever play video games, well, LY, just let them win. Just let them win.
Yeah.
And or don't have him at your house to play the video game so he'll break something. Play at his house so he can break something at his house.
Right.
That's the moral of the story, right?
Yeah. Or I'll pay for the shit I break.
Okay. All right. Well, see what happened. My laptop broke. No.
I'm ordering food. I have the drinks. And we good.
So that means you ain't gonna lose in this rap game, then, huh?
Bruh, I refuse to lose, man. Refuse to lose. Matter of fact, a long time ago, I had wrote a line said something about determined to win. I refuse to lose. Shit like that. So that's why in this first single, I went kind of hard and deep, and it might spark a little controversy, but rap is a competitive sport.
Yeah,
you got to come with it, and sometimes your favorite rapper might get eaten up, or you might just have somebody that just meets your favorite rapper in that same level. And where in this song, I wrote a line where I said, "If Machiavelli, Jesus of rap, here's the father." So basically, I'm saying like, not disrespecting Pop, but I just feel like. Well, what I'm coming with is as, hungry like how he was to be the greatest. Yeah. So I felt like, I'm going to pay homage to him. At the same time, I want to get to that level with him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because to be the great, you got to study the great. So that's basically what I did. And one thing I noticed is that he's about bars and lyrics and real life. And I noticed that Wayne also, studied from him too. So I basically studied from him, from Jay, from Big, from Nas, and basically just picked up what I could pick up and put my own thing into it.
That's what's up. So I wanted to get into this record that you brought to me. Is that the record we're talking about right now?
Yeah, that's the record we're talking about right now.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce the record so we can play it for the people on Instagram Live.
So this record here is called Better Know. It has a lot to do with I lost my job through the pandemic, and it just made me go hard because I got kids to feed. Within that, I was like, I'm gonna do this for not just the entertainment side of it, but I got mouths to feed.
Okay.
You know, so it was like a heartfelt track for me, you know, or anybody that could, you know, basically get in my mindset or are in my shoes because they have kids and they gotta, you know, feed them. So yeah, they should be able to feel the track.
All right. Well, let's get into it right now. This is LY. Better?
No.
Better no. Let's go.
Guarantee I'ma get that cream, that's on me, bro. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know, you better know, you better know. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know. Guarantee I'ma get that cream, that's on me, bro. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know, you better know, you better know. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know. LY, that's me. And here's a fact, I come fully equipped with real, that's why haters mad. I'm going hard, over the max. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I pick all the racks. Machiavelli, Jesus of rap, here's the father boy. Call me Chi-Town, I bring Illinois. I do my thing, ain't faking that. My focus sad, getting nothing but cash. Guarantee I'ma get that cream, that's on me, bro. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know, you better know, you better know. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know. Guarantee I'ma get that cream, that's on me, bro. Do it for my kids, they my team. You better know, you better know.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was LY. Better know.
Better know.
Where can they catch that record?
Everybody's on every platform trying to find that music, so it's where it's at. Every platform, you know, YouTube, you can find it out there. Just, you know, YouTube LY Better Know pops up.
You spell it in a certain way, or is this regular BETTER?
Nah, slang.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
BETTA apostrophe space no.
Okay.
KNOW.
All right, so it's on YouTube, it's on Apple Music, Spotify.
It's getting up on those other platforms for right now. You know, number one platform that people like to go see videos of artists be YouTube. You know.
All right. What age did you started rapping?
Shoot, let me see. Rapping, I'd say I started rapping 14 years old.
14?
Ninth grade, yeah.
And what year was that?
98.
98?
Am I sure? 98, 14, 15. Yeah, 98, 99.
Okay. And how did you get started? What motivated you to say, let me pick up a pen and a pad and just start writing?
Really, just, you know, it was just homeboys we used to hang around with, and, you know, they got the freestyle, and I was like, man, it looked like fun. And I kid you not, I jumped in the cypher, man, I got criticized. Yo, what you doing? But, you know, it's like, because I just picked up.
And you said you were like 14?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Oh,
So it was a craft I worked on, and I got better, and here I am now.
How long you think it took you to get better in the craft? That, like, did you know how to structure? Did anyone teach you? Did anyone motivated you?
If anything, the criticism I was getting was like, I knew well, it was not bad criticism, but it was more like, yo, what are you doing? Like, we understand your lyrics, but the flow is like, you know, that pattern had to be fixed. So I went home. I used to be up till like wee hours in the night. And finally, I remember that night I got it. I'm like, oh shit, this shit flow. I was like, I'm ready.
Well, you were like rapping all beat, didn't know how to count bars, like what?
It was not really all beat. It was like my words more like jam packed into one sentence, and I was not good at tongue twisting, so it was like it didn't sound right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, worked on it.
Sometimes that works. As long as you're not off beat, you know, sometimes it just works. You know, you just got to figure out how that goes down and all like that. You know, motivation rappers, yo. Like, I mean, you did say Tupac and Lil Wayne and like that. Is there anyone that you looked up to that you got inspired by when you started writing?
Like I said, Nas, was a lyricist. Pac goes like with life. Wayne was like bars lyricist. So and Big, little bit of Jay. You know, just like people that are considered in my top 10.
All right, and what type of if I go to Apple Music right now or Spotify and I don't know what type of rapper I'm looking for, album, I just want to listen to some new music, and I type in a category, like what category would you fall into? Like what type of music you be rapping
Basically,
about?
the guys I just named, I found them that type of category.
So you more motivation type of rapping or like that?
I don't want to stick to just one topic. And I want to do like, you know, different like whatever topics, man. You know, things that'll be still felt. You know, whether it be something for like the girls or the club or life. Just, you know, because music is like worldwide.
Yeah.
And life is not just one topic. In life, there's many topics you're gonna go through.
I agree. Definitely agree with that.
So why just make your music one topic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Well,
Plus, it keeps it interesting. You don't want to, oh man, this nigga album gonna be just everything the same thing. It get boring. Like with movies.
Yeah.
In the movie, the scenes don't stay the same. It constantly like goes to the other parts. It keep you, what's gonna be the next scene?
Yeah.
So that's why I keep it interesting.
Well, here's an interesting question that I've been mind-boggling myself with the last couple of weeks and all. We're going through something different this year, you know, something that's never been like really done. We're going through this pandemic, and then we have also the riots and the protesters, and 2020 is a very difficult year, and they're kind of trying to make everyone stay at home. So clubs ain't popping right now. No parties is popping.
People still getting it on if they want.
Well, that's the question I'm trying to find out from an up and coming artist. How do you keep yourself relevant? Like, how do you market yourself to staying, on point? Like, because everyone's doing it, right? Everyone's on Instagram. Everyone's on Instagram Live. Everyone's on Twitch or on YouTube Live, and they're all trying to get you to click on that live. I'm live. Come watch me. And what I learned is it's hard to figure out, because you might go on right now and only one or two people watching you, and then maybe you might go on tomorrow at the same time, and now there's 10, 15 people watching you like that. Like, how do you keep your sanity from, okay, there's one person watching me, fuck it, I'm still going to entertain them, or 20 people, yay, and I'm all excited like that. How do you keep your sanity from that, and how do you keep your thing fresh enough that people want to embark and get to know you? That's a two-part question, I know that, but it's how do you keep yourself sanity from what's going on in the world, and try to keep your art creative? Do you still write? You still do?
One thing I do know is everybody has their time. So what might be a following today could be somebody else's following tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing I remember hearing was this interview by Master P, and he was on tour with Tupac. Tupac gave him a chance, and he's like, he was the opening act.
Yeah.
And Master P said he went on there. The guy got his, I guess his name wrong. He introduced him as Mr. P, and as a country singer instead of rap singer. So, and I guess that kind of messed up his intro to the audience. So when he got out there on stage, he only had one person bumping, because people were like waiting for Pac on top of that. And they was like, who's this new person? So, he said it was only one person bumping. He said he don't know if the person was drunk or whatever, but that person was bumping.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? He gonna entertain that one person and keep it going, because you got to,
Yeah.
And from there, you capture one person, everybody else gonna follow, because what's real is gonna be felt.
I definitely agree. So that's what you're doing on Instagram. Have you been live? Have you been going live?
No, not really going live, but I do promote on there. Promote on Facebook. What else? Promote on YouTube. Whatever avenue I could go through, that's what I'm going through.
But the question, the other question I had was, how do you make them want to click on yours opposed to
that's the thing.
100 other people?
I can't make them want to do nothing, because everybody's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is to have your thing stand out. But the thing is, how do they know it stand out if they don't click on it? So it's about word of mouth, you know. So that's why when I was doing this song, I'm like, you know, one day they're gonna click on it because it's gonna be something that's gonna catch their ears and be like, yo, this guy, he got something. And honestly, like I went through my YouTube comments and I'm like, wow, it worked.
Yeah.
The lyrics I put down on rap, what I expected from people as comments, I got to see that. I'm like, it worked. So that means what I was doing, which was my homework, making sure I come fire, it actually is actually paying off for me, because I read one comment, a person was like, wow. So certain bars I knew that I was going to catch people, it caught them. So eventually it's going to catch everybody else, you know. But of course, it comes with hate, you know, that territory. Like whatever you're doing, that territory going to come with love and hate. Because I'm like, I got like 3 dislikes, but you know, it comes with the territory, like I said. But that don't mean that I suck. That just means because they could just hate it for whatever reason. You know, everybody got a reason why they hate it for. Because if you have more likes than dislikes, that means you're doing something right. That means, you know, you coming with bars in that fire. And I got more likes than dislikes, so that means I'm doing something good.
Yeah, well, that's also something, you know, I read a lot of books and all like that. And one thing it says that, you know, they kind of encourage dislikes and all like that, because at the end of the day,
to the fire.
Yeah, because and also they actually listen to it to even to hate it or whatever, or dislike it. True. Or what they took the time out to do whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where they could have just not clicked on it, not acknowledge it. But if they took the time out even just to dislike the thing, that means you caught their attention. Right. You know, it's just, what do you do with that attention that you have and all like that. So before this whole pandemic happened and everything like that, did you perform anywhere?
Nah. I mean, I was pushing out this one song, but I feel like that was not the song. It wasn't working, so I was like, let me get back to the lab. And I just, you know, dug deep, and I was like, let me put some of this hunger of what I'm going through, because, you know, being without, you know, a job, and, you know, you're working on your craft while working, it kind of slows you down. Now that I got the opportunity to go full speed, I'm like, man, okay, let me go full speed at this craft that I like, and, you know, and take some of that hunger that's within inside of me to make it as a great artist, or just make it in life and just, you know, put it into track. And that's what I did. Yeah,
one thing I try to encourage upcoming artists is that perform. Like perform. I mean, it is your job, and you should treat it like that. If you if you had a 9 to 5, you have to wake up in the morning, you have to go to clock in, clock out, and like that. And I tell you, every artist to do the same thing. Where do you perform? They always ask me. I say open mics. You know.
I'm gonna get to it. You know, but like I said, you know, I just came fresh out the lab with that song just like a couple of days ago. So you know, we'll be working on, you know, getting on stage and everything. You know, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, try to find as much open mics, and I try to tell them, you know, not just Miami, but, you know, try to find Orlando, Tampa, like maybe.
Yeah, because the world is more bigger than just Miami.
Yeah. Maybe Monday and Tuesday you're in Miami, Tuesday, Wednesday you're in Tampa. You know, Thursday, Friday you're in Orlando, and you repeat that cycle every week. And the best thing to have is a partner in crime to ride with you, because if you perform, that's great. But if there's nothing for the crowd to take home, then all it was a good performance and all. Yeah. And I always tell them that if you perform the same spot every week, at least those 2 days, they're going to start knowing the lyrics. Yeah. I would always say perform 2 of the same songs over and over, and then maybe a third song, something different every week. But those 2 weeks, those 2 songs every week, until they start knowing the lyrics of the song.
Kind of like how the radio station is. Like, they'll play that one song till it's stuck in your head. Yeah. You know what I mean? And whether it's fire or not fire, you'll be like, man, this shit in my head. You know what I mean? So
and you know, if you do marketing like that, it takes at least a good maybe 20 times for that same person to hear it, see it, whatever the case is, before they even take knowledge to the record and all like that. So it's a constant battle with the entertainment world, especially now what's going on, where it's like we don't know what the ending result is. We all know that one day the masks come off and we'll get back together and parties will happen again.
The mask had to come off in the studio, you know, because I heard rappers rapping on the mic through the mask,
Like,
which wouldn't be a bad song because Kanye had what, Through the Wire, so
Yeah.
somebody could come up with Through the Mask.
Well, you could do like Future and said mask off, mask off. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm gonna do something about Through the Mask. Yeah, I don't know, some shit like that.
Well,
playing around.
Well, again, as we go back into the segment of the One Shot Deal podcast, DJ 47 turns to LY and says, "Can you tell us another story?"
Good story.
As we're talking about the whole performing wise and you doing your song, now, you got anything in the music world that you want to tell? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember my first time being on stage was back in maybe 2004, 4 or 5, maybe 2003 or 4. Yeah, it was like captivating. It was new. It was a rush. Yeah, but basically I had fun, I just remembered I couldn't mess up my lyrics because, being your first time on stage, the last thing you want to do is not be ready and then be like, fumble my words because, but if it's something that you want, nervousness not going to come into play,
Yeah.
So that's one thing I knew. I had my lyrics down pat. I did good. I probably maybe focused on one, one person or maybe two people and, getting the eye contact, let them know, you see the hunger, hear the lyrics. Yeah, so.
Yeah, outside of rap music, is there any type of other music that you like to listen to?
Yeah, man, I mess with a lot of other things besides rap, like R&B, some soft rock, because soft rock has a lot of good, good songs in there, like What Is Love, and then in R&B you got people like from the golden eras of what's his name, Marvin Gaye, the Isley Brothers, Smokey Robinson, Rick James. Yeah, man. So I just like music, period, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I even like Madonna. What's that song? She has. It was a song I remember listening to in the '90s when I was in elementary. It was called
like a version.
No, not like a version.
Take a Bow, Holiday.
There you go. Take a Bow.
Take a Bow.
That
Yeah.
one. Y'all try to remember that one.
Yeah, that was a big record. I was trying to sample that record right there and all.
Oh, that'd be a big sample, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mariah Carey, I love. Her music was always touching. Yeah, man. So it's just more than rap. It's just music. Period. Music.
Yeah.
If music is one thing to touch, whether it be whatever genre, because you could be like in one genre and be like, but the moment you step out that genre, you'll find something that's gonna hit you. You know what I mean? It's not about, I'm too tough for this genre, I'm too street for this genre. Nah, music is music. Because certain things that other genres talk about, rap talk about too. Because music is a topic of life. So to just say I'm gonna just stick with one genre is like, come on, man. You don't only go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? You go to Burger King too. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's just me. I just like music, period.
So by you saying you like music, period, let's say you get trapped in a desert island, right? You can only take 3 albums with you. Which 3 albums are you taking with you?
I would have to go with the first album would have to be good one.
Remember, you're gonna be trapped on this island. You're gonna go crazy a little bit hearing the record and all. But if you had to, which one you rocking with?
I'll go with Carter, the first Carter.
Okay.
Because it has that gold DJ on there.
It
has a whole lot of joint. It has that joint that was sampled by. They sampled from Al Green. I'm more blind. That shit. Yeah. My second album would have to be Me Against the World because it's one joint on there by Pac, which is called It Ain't Easy. Every time that beat comes on, I get a high.
I know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, like something about that beat.
Yeah.
It
Lord knows they had that record on there.
Yeah. And I would have to say 12 Play.
The R. Kelly?
I'm sorry? R. Kelly,
Kelly,
12 Play, yeah. Of course there's no girls stranded on the island, but you could just sit there and imagine, just It's a dream.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, yo. I might get crucified for this, but it's like, I'm glad you said that. I mean, I don't condone what R. Kelly has done.
I don't put his music with his life. That's me.
Yeah, and I agree with that because that is a classic record right there. And then sometimes
you can't mingle the both anyways because he's giving you art. Whatever's outside of that is outside of that. That's not music. That's his personal life. You know what I mean? So to put them two together and be like, oh, I'm not gonna support. Yeah, that's just like, damn, I'm hungry. This guy got food. It's food. I need food, but I'm not gonna get the food. Why? You feel me? So it's like that type of concept. I need to eat. If that song hits, it hits. I need it.
Yeah, my thing is, you know, if his record don't get played, the record don't get played. But I'm damn sure, I bet you his record do get played, you gonna start jamming in the club and then forgot, oh shit, it was R. Kelly, no.
And that's the thing. Music don't lie. If it hits your heart and you start moving, the moment you stop and be like, oh no, like that right there's a hater ass move.
Yeah.
Think about it. Because it's like you was already moving because music touches your heart. Like how did Gloria Estefan had a song, The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You.
Yeah.
Basically that rhythm don't lie. If it's fire, it gets to you, that means it got to you. It's fire. So to sit there and try to fight against it, you're basically fighting against a good time. Why fight against a good time?
LY. Would you like to hear the 3 albums that I would bring on that?
Why not? Let me hear this shit.
Well, the first album that I would bring will be DJ 47 Presents Blinders.
I mean, I heard about that. I seen the Blinders thing. What's that all about, though, man? I seen a video with you on the boat.
Yeah, but let me tell you my 3 albums first, right? That's the first album I would bring, right?
Okay.
And then my second album that I would break would be the DJ 47 Presents Blinders, just in case that one got warped. And then the third album that I would bring to the island when I was trapped would be DJ 47 Presents Blinders, available everywhere you can go stream your music because I spit hot fire.
Yeah, I seen that, man. I seen that. Don't give up, man.
That's basically what I was trying to get you to say. I was basically trying to get you to say you want to bring your music because you're the only hottest rapper out there. But even though you knocked out 3 hot albums,
right?
But we talking about you.
Yeah.
Just like
I get that, but we already did cover me part of the interview. So
this is all about you. I'm not interviewing anyone else but you and like that. But I mean, not to take this away because now I'm going to contradict myself because now I do want to ask the question: your top 5 artists.
Wow, top 5 artists. Okay. I'm going to go with, of course, you know, this is majority of people top 2, which is Pac and Big. My third one I would go with. Okay.
No. My fault. Because I thought you were kind of trying to calculate them as one, but no, that's 2. Okay, that's 2.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
go
2.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The third one would be Nas. My fourth artist. And it don't just have to be rap, right?
No, well, I was trying to do top 5 artists, but no, let's screw that. We want to know about you.
My top 5 rappers?
That's what I was getting at, but your top 5 artists. I said artists. I didn't say rappers.
Yeah, you're right.
I gotta correct my thing, but we're talking about rap. Yeah, artists.
So, Pac, Big, Nas, R. Kelly. Damn, this is a fight.
You got one more.
Yeah, I know, right?
No pressure at all.
It's a lot of pressure because I got like 3 people fighting for that spot in my head right now.
And who are those 3?
Michael Jackson. Ronald Isley. And what's her name?
She ain't on the top 3. If you can't remember her name,
no, I remember her name.
Let's eliminate her because she ain't on the top 3.
No, she is, but I'm just making sure, you know, because it's her and somebody else. So I take that back as like it was more than 3, it's 4.
We got
either Mariah Carey.
We got C-Dev. We got C-Dev live on the Instagram. He said all artists. I don't know what that means. He put R. Kelly in quotation marks. I don't know if he's with you or he's like, what the fuck?
Hey, he got good music, man. You know what I mean? So okay, here we go. Pac, Big, Nas, R. Kelly, Ronald Isley.
Dang, he left out Jay-Z, man. Damn. So
I mean, I know because Jay and Nas like in the same.
Yeah, so it's Tupac
caliber.
and Biggie.
Yeah, that's true. But because their platform, as far as what they did, you got to, man. You know what I mean? You got to, man.
Well, here's my thing. You know, I might get shot in the foot on this one, right? Everyone always wants to say Tupac and Biggie and Tupac, da 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 da. And I always like to explain this to people that the greatest artists of all time. Why? Because they're dead?
No, definitely not because they're. I'll tell you why.
I mean,
I get that because people. That's the thing. Some people feel like you're like how Big say you're nobody till somebody kills you. No, these guys are already there before they even got killed. But my thing is this: it was one song that captivated me for Tupac. All right, the incident happened in 6th grade. I was with a group of guys. They happened to do stuff. Because knowing them, I got pointed out because he didn't want to rat on the person that he was covering for.
Yeah.
But they didn't see the book bag in my hand, so it was like stupid to take me in for a suspension when you don't see the evidence on me.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I ain't gonna sweat it. I took that suspension. But when I got home, I kid you not, like while everybody was talking about Pac, I wasn't talking about Pac until that day when I got home, and I was listening to a underground radio station 97.7. Shout out to them. I was trying to get some music on their radio station, and they were playing that Dear Mama. And in that song, he said, suspended from school, scared to go home. I said, who is writing my life? And kind of find out that that's just something that he experienced. So that just made me already like, yo, this my dude. You know what I mean? Because I can relate. You know? So, and then years down the line, Big had, the song with Bone Thugs, but that's not the song that captivated me. It was a song that how he expressed himself, and I was like, man, what type of life was he living? What was he going through for him to spit those lyrics about everyday struggle?
Yeah.
You know what type it is? I mean, what type of stuff it is for a man to sit there and spit, he don't want to live no more? That's what captivated me to care for Big. Like, yo, keep living, bro. Don't give up. Like, shit be hard out there sometimes, but don't give up. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying when I was hearing that song. I'm like, damn. And he captivated me with that song. And that's what music's supposed to do, captivate. You know, whether it be for, even if you didn't want to captivate, you just want to do it for yourself. If you did it for himself, well, it captivated me. You know what I mean? And I rode with Big since then. Same with Pac.
Well, I mean, I can tell you one thing. That's two great explanation on why you think they're the two greatest of all time, and I'm not going to take that away from you. So I'm gonna
because life things I've been through. You know what I'm saying? But with Big, I didn't go through with suicidal thoughts like how he did, but just the fact that because I'm a caring type of person. I'm like, I don't know the dude, but damn, I don't like people taking themselves out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm like, damn, what was he going through? Deep song, man. Even now, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, shit still, mess with me.
Well, to keep on the little hip hop topic right there, right? So we do this thing every Saturday on a show we got called "What Are You Drinking?" Right? We've been doing lately for the last couple of weeks. It's a rap battle tournament, right? Everyone's always like, "This is the greatest. This is the greatest. This is the greatest." So I said, "Okay, now how about we put all these artists?" I mean, I couldn't put everybody in there. I forgot a Future. I forgot all these other 2 Chainz, da. But so I put together a bracket, right, of about 16, I believe, 16 or 32 people.
Let's get it started.
And yeah, right now I want what I do is we do a bracket every Saturday. We get everybody to vote. Whoever gets to the top, whoever gets to 5 first wins. And then I go on social media within the week and I post it up, and then they give their votes and all. So we want to get your votes to see if the same people moving on, or maybe you're going to change the format,
Right.
And you're also more than welcome to come this Saturday to be part of the next lineup and like that.
Okay.
But let's see who you rocking with, right?
All right.
This Saturday we did this. We did a battle between J. Cole and French Montana. Now this is back. We went back to the island now. You know what I'm saying? You didn't bring the album. Now you're bringing these albums. Now we're in the islands. You got one DJ there playing one artist day in and day out. Besides your record, which one can you tolerate, and which one would you want to rock through your struggles and everything, whatever the case is? When you wake up in the morning, when you go to sleep at night, what artists do you mind listening to day in and day out? Is it J. Cole or French Montana? Yo, people, you got a pen back there? I need you to take his votes.
I'm taking lists.
You know what I'm saying? You got your phone, just write it on your phone. You know,
on my phone,
whichever one he says, we gonna calculate that to the.
All right, we got it.
Good question. J. Cole, French Montana. Wow.
Is it Coke Boys or is it Hollywood Hope?
Hollywood Coke.
Hollywood Coke.
Hollywood Coke.
You say that?
I'll go with J. Cole.
Ooh. You heard that? That's another one for J. Cole. Moving on. Jadakiss or Rakim?
Rakim.
Kim.
50 Cent or Jay-Z?
I'll go with Jay-Z.
And the last one, Rick Ross or Young Jeezy?
Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. They are neck to neck right now. You might be the
You see, when you bring
tiebreaker.
them two, the thing is, when you said that, I hear, what's his name? Jeezy saying, "Man, I used to have nothing." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
Like,
that.
like songs like that just takes you, you know.
Yeah.
And then Rick Ross, I hear joints like Everyday Hustling, you know.
And that's why they're neck to neck right now. You might be the tiebreaker. I'm just no pressure, but you might be the tiebreaker.
Okay. Damn, bruh. Because they like in the same lane with like whether it be streets or something for the clubs or females. So it's like,
Hey, if it was easy, there would be no sense doing this bracket.
I know. Damn. I don't want to take up all the time too, but damn. I'm trying to get one more track to go against each other in my head to see who will come out with.
Come on, I got you.
Down. Let's go with Jeezy. I said Jeezy.
He said Jeezy. Yeah. Yo, you got people in the background just like, Jeezy. Jada. He trying to brainwash. He trying to rig the.
I really didn't hear him say Jeezy.
I have a story behind Jeezy, bro.
Okay.
Well, people, you want to give your votes? That's why you yelling out there. You want to give your
You want me
votes?
to give you your votes?
Well, what's your votes?
Yo, I'm number one.
French-
Jeezy all day.
Who?
Jeezy.
Okay. Are you writing these numbers down?
Yes, I'm trying to write down the pack. Come on. Try to get in there.
You said Jeezy over Rick Ross.
I said that
50.
Saturday.
Jay-Z or 50?
Jay-Z or 50? That's a close one.
think he said-
That's a real close one, man. But
And-
I like 50. 50, I could jam all day with no skipping, no nothing. Jay-Z, there's a couple of tracks I really don't, and I skip past, but I gotta go with 50 all day.
You going with 50? Yeah. Rakim
I
or
love
Jadakiss?
Jeezy, though.
Rakim
I
or
love
Jadakiss?
Jeezy.
Rakim or Jadakiss?
Rakim and Jadakiss. Jada's my nigga.
Do you even know who Rakim is?
Done.
The question's
Rakim.
always is, are you going?
Rakim.
You going Rakim?
Okay, we agreed on the Rock Hill.
All right. French Montana or J. Cole?
J. Cole all day.
All right.
All day.
All right. Check this out. See, Dev's like, who's that in the back yelling and shit? That's Peeper,
Yo,
man.
can I jump on the camera right quick?
Go ahead. Shut the camera right there, man.
Oh, what they do, cuz?
Yeah, how far you want to take this rap game? Small goals, big goals, yo.
Big goals, man. Everything you gotta do.
No, I mean you gotta have. I'm asking you, what are your small goals? leading to your big
my
goals,
bad.
You know,
Small goals is, of course, you know, every indie artist, you know, we deal with like just trying to get noticed. But of course,
what's your blueprint? I'm trying to steal your blueprint. Like
it's an easy blueprint.
How you gonna make it? Basically, my point is like, how you gonna take these steps from 1 to 10 to get there?
Believe it or not, like right now, what I'm doing, I be up to about 5, 6 in the morning, sleep, wake up 3 hours, 4 hours later, back at it again, or you know, making something to eat, make sure the kid's good. And my oldest son helps out a lot, you know. So
and how old is he?
He's 11.
Okay.
So we shout out to him. You know, because I be up late just working, promoting. And when I promote, it's the hard and long way. Because, you know, without a platform, like some of these celebrities, they got the radio because they backed up by either a reality show or a record label. So it's easy for them to get noticed. But you just coming out the dark and, you know, just start walking. Hey, knock. It's one door at a time, you know. You're going to catch some people, you're going to not catch some people. Yeah. So basically, I'm on this grind where I'm just hitting up social media and YouTube, you know, just promoting through there. Yeah. And with YouTube, you got this ads account. If you got Google
Ads.
Yeah, so you can just, you know, pay for advertisement and, you know, stuff like that works.
Build a team.
Yeah, building a team is what I'm on right now too.
I stress with everybody is build a team, build a movement. If you have something that people follow, and then that's the movement right there. You know, there's a story with Steve Aku, I think that's his name. I know always jack up his name.
My bad, I'm still like shook off of that, thinking about that Biggie song, man. It had me like, you know, like hairs up and fingers twitching. But go ahead, man. I'm listening.
Well, there's the point right there. I always say, if it wasn't for Puff, Biggie wouldn't be where Biggie was, or still is. Because even when Biggie died in '97 in March, he's still relevant to this day because Puff makes sure. 10 years later,
not that too. I think Big made sure too because of his lyrics. You know, he just came from the soul.
Yeah, but if you didn't have Puff still pushing,
of course you need somebody to push you. Right?
Puff was smart enough to know that I'm not gonna make a movie next year.
Right.
He waited to like a good 10 years or so to drop the Biggie movie to make it relevant.
Yeah.
Then he'll put out shirts, a Biggie brand and like that. He kept
want to push
Biggie,
out your artists. Yeah.
He only had 2 albums alive. And Puff made sure that he was known as the greatest rapper of all time. Puff Daddy's
one
the
of the greatest because, honestly, I can't say Pac over Big. I can't say Big over Pac. That's just, you know, that's just me. Because honestly, they both came with it. You know what I mean? It's just like in a fight, like in a boxing fight, right?
Yeah.
Both boxers gonna come with it. You can't say, oh, that nigga had no punches. This nigga had all the punches. That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
they both had punches.
Well, at the end of the day, the best rapper alive, it's really an opinion.
True.
You know, it's like, because I don't think they're the greatest rapper of all time. Tupac maybe more now because of what he says is relevant to what's happening today.
So it's always been happening.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really hard to say I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Fuck that shit. I don't need to go big up the next person.
It's always good to, you know, have that confidence, self, you know, proclaim and stuff, you know, because ain't nothing wrong.
See, Dev's corrected me saying he had 1 album while he was alive because he died before the album dropped, you know. But he completed the albums. What I was trying to get at.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, I always like to tell the story that they had the greatest story of hip hop. Because it was like friends to enemies, and they both died like by the lyrics.
But if you look at it, right? If you look at it like in a boxing way type of match, because in boxing they count punches, who have the most punches, right?
Yeah.
And Pac and Big in that ring, as far as like lyrics and stuff, Pac's punches were more than Big's punches. Because, you know, in like I said, in boxing they count how many punches a person have.
But what are you talking about? Are you talking about lyricists or songs?
I just mean both of it together. Like
Because
lyrics
I think
lyrics and songs.
Because I think Biggie had better lyricists. Tupac was not a lyricist. He was.
A lot of people sleep on that because if you listen, yeah, he had a lot of deep life stuff, but he had certain bars like my lyrics is blueprint to money making, fat as that ass that's honey shaking. Think about it. That's a metaphor or simile, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's bars. Listen to it. My lyrics is blueprint to money making, fat as that ass that's honey shaking. Honey's, women using their ass to make money. His blueprint is the music to making money. So that, metaphor or simile.
And I agree. Listen,
so he came with it, maybe not like in every line, but because he had a story to tell.
Okay, but that's what I was gonna get at. Broken clock is right at least 2 times a day, right? So he did have a lyric or two that's like, oh wow. I mean, he has great music. He had great songs. I give you that.
Songs,
yeah. Because you saying that, I could sit there and tell you my people's Lost Boys money. I mean, music makes me high. I mean, Legal Drug Money, just the name of the album is like mind blowing if you really think about it. Legal Drug Money. What is legal drug money? Music.
Yeah.
So it's like a broken clock is right every one time. Jay-Z got that for days. Nas got that for days. Big Daddy Kane got that for days. Rakim got that for days.
But it's about
those little punchlines. Big Pun had that for days. He got those punchlines. So no, I'm not knocking Tupac. I'm a fan of Tupac. But lyrically, Biggie would eat him alive. Better emotional songs, Pac got them on there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to even, put them together. But at the end of the day, you still got to put them together because it comes down to punches. And when I mean punches, I don't mean just punchlines. I just mean like lyrics and songs. You know what I mean? And they both had lyrics and they both had songs that touch you.
But again, it goes back to that. If you're saying lyrics and songs, I mean, if you're going off songs, Biggie didn't have really a catalog to really compete with,
But that's the thing. Even a short catalog could compete, though. That's the thing.
I would put Nas over Biggie.
Nah, but that's the thing, though. A short catalog could compete with a long catalog because remember now, in songs, there's only so much topics you can talk about before you recycle the topic.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, because before long, you'll be recycling the topic. Recycling the topic. But the only thing is, you're now flipping the lyrics, but it's the same topic. You know what I mean? Because
I know, and that's what you base on. Like if I buy a Jay-Z album, I'm expecting to hear what Jay-Z been talking about because I just want to relate to that. And I'm
but it's
not
gonna be
knocking
flipped
that.
in different lyrics.
But again, if you could tell me about Biggie, and if you want to, like I want to compare Tupac to Biggie. That's always my argument because Tupac and Biggie are not in the same lane. Like a Nas and a Biggie is in the same lane, and I'll take Illmatic over Ready to Die, even though Ready to Die is a banging album. But I would take Illmatic over that.
Why would you say that though?
Illmatic track for track is hard.
Yeah, but sometimes it stand out like Biggs. That's the thing. Like, okay, maybe with lyrics, but not as far as hits.
Because again, is what I'm trying to stress to everybody.
We're talking about lyrics though, but not hits, right?
But this is what I'm trying to say. Biggie had Puff. People's always undermining Puff. Puff made sure he rammed Biggie down your throat. I have a video.
But it's not even that. Even I get that part, but here's my thing. If somebody ran Nas down our throats too, but the thing was, it's about hit songs.
They didn't run Nas through our throat.
No, but here's the thing. But when you got to hear about Nas and you went back to the album, you'd be like, okay, I see why this was not a hit. I see why. Because remember, a hit is about a hook. It's about the hook. Because one thing I did always say to myself, and then later on, I was watching this reality show, and Puff was on that reality show, and Puff said something that I was saying for a long time before he even said it, that when it comes to hit making, the hook is the most important thing because the song will always go back to the hook.
Okay, and I do agree with that in a sense now by you saying that.
Because Nas had lyrics, but some of the hooks on Illmatic wasn't able to withstand as a hit.
But this is why
he had great bars.
But this is where Puff comes to play. You said it yourself. The hooks. That's Puff.
Yeah, he was a producer for that album.
Biggie hit
with the beats.
Biggie hated Juicy.
Yeah.
The Locks hated All About the Benjamins.
Yeah.
And that's all
because he had a vision, because he knew them hits, them golden hits could have been remade and be even bigger in that era.
If Nas had a Damon Dash or a Puff Daddy.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not knocking Biggie.
Okay,
I'm not knocking
Pac.
That
you picked. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
It's just that
you need that right producer.
You had that right person who ran. Listen, I have a video that I can show you after this. Is a Biggie's birthday bash. My homeboy. I don't know if you heard of the Lost Boys. Mr. Cheeks, Mr. Cheeks, that's cousin right there, right? There's a video of him rapping. This is when they're all on the come up. Puff Daddy, while he's rapping, Puff Daddy whispers in ears while he's rapping. And next thing you know, he's like this, thinking of what to say. Then he says his line, then he says, so all we gotta do is party and bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, that's a Biggie record.
Right.
So that means Puffy went in his ear and said, whatever you do, promote that record. And if you watch the video, you see Puff Daddy in the corner looking like a cornball while these people performing, and he just making sure every person that performed, Old Dirty Bastard was there, Craig Mack was there, they had to big up Biggie's record. I'm a fan of Biggie. Yeah, Biggie do got lyrics. But Biggie's where Biggie is to this day, and why people say he's the greatest is because of Puff. He's a great lyricist. I'm not knocking him.
Yeah.
But you're taking away Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Jay-Z, Nas, Ludacris, all these other great lyricists because Puff Daddy want to make sure you say Biggie at the end of everything. They had a great story. Their story was great.
Because like, my thing is...
And that's to go back to what I'm saying. Have the right team.
Yeah, right team. But the thing is, too, like, me just studying, like, certain albums, I see what could work as hits and what can't work as hits. And it's all about beats and hooks. And then the delivery and lyrics. That right there is the element that you need for a hit.
Well, again, yes, for a hit record, I completely agree with you. But we're not talking about hit records. We're talking about the artist himself. We're talking about their lyrics itself. You know, that's what I'm getting at. You put all that formula together, you're completely right. And that's where the right team comes in and tells you, nah, do that over, or change this, or this, and this, and that. You know, Nas has his team. I'm not going to knock it and all, but Nas came in dirty, grimy with that Illmatic shit, and it was like, there was no promotion that needs to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was hot, and that's just my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion, but I'm not knocking Biggie. But when people come, and then you also got to understand, whenever you say the greatest of all time, you're always going to hear Biggie and Pac. You're never going to just hear, oh, Tupac, and then go on. Or you're never going to. You always put them in the same category, just like how you put Nas and Jay-Z sometimes in the same category and like that. And that's just my opinion I'm expressing on that. And I always try to stress that as. But anyway, enough about them because they did their time. Rest in peace to both of them. They're two great artists. We are talking about you.
Right.
We're talking about the initials Y.
Yeah. L-Y.
L-Y. Not N-Y. L-Y.
L-Y. Because the name is spelled W-I-L-L-Y.
So, why don't you tell the fans right now something that they may not know about you and all like that? Let's enter more into your world.
Well, I guess they'll get to know through the music. Because, you know, if I tell a story now, they might not want to hear it in the music. You know what I mean?
Or you can tell them a story that makes it interesting that they want to go get the music. I read the Prodigy book, My Infamous Life. I went back to listen to their album, The Infamous. I saw it in a whole different light. Yeah. Because
everybody got a story to tell, you know.
Yeah, so we want to know your story. You know, you're on my time.
I think I kind of gave it away with the, you know, questions you asked as far as like where I'm from, what I cover. So, you know, me coming from both worlds, you know, I'm doing it for both worlds. You know, whether you in the hood or you living it up, like how Ja would say, you know what I mean? So it's just about just captivating people, man. Just capturing them with your words, you know, whatever you want to come with.
All right, then how about we humanize you? You know, bring you down to our level just for a second and all. You know, when you turn on the TV, right? If you turn on your Netflix or your Hulus or your YouTubes,
my Facebook humanized me a lot.
Oh yeah.
People will be like, "Man, you need a therapist." Like, you know, what are you going through? But Facebook did ask me what's on my mind, so why not? Why people coming at me?
You just answered the question they
exactly.
asked you, right?
You know, people be like, "Man, you need to take that to he asked me a question. I'm just answering it." You know what I mean? So don't take it on me. Facebook is my therapist, so you know what I mean. Anything anybody want to know about me, my real life is on Facebook.
So what shows would you recommend for us to watch, or movies? Like, you know, any good movies out there that, you know, we should be looking into? Or even classic movies, you know?
Yeah, I think everybody is on the same boat. I mean, whether it be like Scarface, not to like glorify that type of lifestyle.
I mean, what do you enjoy? You know, we're not.
Yeah, what I enjoy.
I hope nobody penalizes
Everybody
you.
likes an action movie. So action movie, Scarface is one of my action movies. Avengers is one of my action movies. Signs is one of my like thriller type of movies. Shit, to shock the hell out of you.
Signs?
Yeah.
What are the signs?
Signs is that alien movie. And the part that shocked me about it was like, it was the scene where they was having a kids party and they were trying to like see the footage of the alien in that footage, and everybody was like, where's that? And I was even engaged like, damn, I want to see it too. And it was the first time that they showed the alien within the movie from that footage, and I was like, the way it creeped through the screen, I was like, that was the best way to creep somebody out, man. Like, seriously.
And what year did that movie come out?
I can't remember. I know it's like in early 2000s.
Okay, so it's like...
And that shit ran like chills up my spine, hair up and everything. You know what I mean?
What about any hood movies that you...
The classics like Boys in the Hood, Juice, Paid in Full.
Yeah, that was classic.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
I would have to say Menace to Society.
Juice or Paid in Full?
I would have to go with... Wow. You know what? The story about them 4 kids, because for everybody, it can touch someone.
What is that, Juice?
Yeah.
Okay. And
because it was a story that was... I mean, they both the stories are told, but like it was different stories that like everybody fits in a certain type of group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have the people that were like Q. You had the people that were like Still, that were like shaky.
Yeah, I was Q, the DJ.
Yeah, the DJ.
Yeah.
And then you had the hot-headed people that were like Pac, and then you had the father figure that were like Raheem.
Yeah, and they're all brand new
Was it
actors
Raheem?
too. Raheem, yeah, it's the one who died first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juice or Menace to Society. We're in the finals. This is your own little bracket.
Menace to Society.
You go with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that movie. I saw it in the movie theater like 3 or 4 times and all like that.
See?
Yeah.
Something about it. It was just like fresh, new. You know what I mean?
Yo, keep it down, man. And you got any new singles dropping?
I'm sorry?
Besides the single that you just put out, is any new music in the works?
Yeah, I'm starting fresh and new. You know, I threw out the old material and just like I'm gonna start new. So that was the first one. The next one I'm about to go to and is about to be recorded in about a couple of days, probably this weekend. So yeah, I'm not gonna get the name out yet because I'm still working on the name. I know what the topic is about, but
At least tell us about the topic, man. Give us something, something to look forward
But
to.
that's the thing. It might change because I got like 2 different ways I might go about it. So I'm just trying to pick like what will stand out the most.
And what is it?
Out of them 2, I don't want to give it away just yet. We got to wait, man.
You gotta
Sorry.
give us something, man. Something.
I mean, well, it is like a track that's gonna be relatable. It's about like starting fresh and new. So because in that it comes in a point in life where you start fresh and new. Everybody had that moment in life where they had to start fresh and new. So it's about that topic about starting fresh and new, or find that something that's fresh and new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you won't give us too much about the music and all like that, how about you tell us where we can find you?
L_Y_money. That's my Instagram. If you want to see my real life, you go to Facebook. Just type in my name, Willie Flores. Last name is spelled Fleurus. Yeah, you might see some wild stuff about me joking and stuff on there too. But and you see some real serious posters. But that's life. Some days you speaking about real stuff, and some days you just speaking about just joking around.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody just going through life all serious. And if you are, I don't. I can't be right. It's too dark.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, where do you get your beats from? I was meant to ask that earlier.
I'm a producer myself, and I like to dip and dab with other producers, because I don't want to just stick to one sound. You got some people that just stick to themselves, but it's good to just dab in other things.
Any producer you want to name?
Mike V, give him a shout out. He helped me with this one track that was kind of doing good, but not. I just felt like it wasn't working for me, so I just started fresh and new. But it was a sample to what's their name? Silk, Meeting in My Bedroom.
Okay.
The ladies loved it, the clubs was loving it, but I just feel like it was just not doing the numbers I expected.
Okay.
So I like back to the lab.
All right. So, anything else you would like to tell everybody before we get out of here?
Yeah, if you like good music, I'm coming with it. I'm gonna continue that legacy of just bringing good music, like how people in the past did. You know what I mean? When I'm in the past, I mean people that were already out before me. It don't matter if they're younger than me, that they put out something, or people that were older than me, they put out something that was back then. It don't matter. Good music, good music.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DJ 47 again with not NY, but it's LY. Get familiar with the guy. He got a track out called Better Know. And, hopefully he'll put out more records and he come back and do another interview, man. You're more than welcome to come back anytime, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take care, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, bless up.
DJ 47.
Yes, sir. What's up, world? It's your boy DJ 47. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube page. If you like what you see, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to us as we hit you with new videos every week. 1.